want to basically create a safer environment for patients and patient associations and related persons and entities around this community. So really appreciate you guys listening, and I invite you to check out the website. It's PCA-LA.org, and let's all join together and fight the good fight. Thank you.
So I thought I would toss it at Tiffany to kind of say, where is your organization at if this ban comes back in place, or if we see this voter referendum turn into a voter initiative to try to ban everybody except a handful of pre-ICO dispensaries?
Thank you. So when the ban was enacted, PCA-LA, working with an attorney by the name of Art Hodge, who's a civil rights attorney making many constitutional arguments, and Eric Shevin, with whom many of you might be familiar. We actually filed a lawsuit against the city of Los Angeles under the argument that you cannot take from anybody, including sick patients, their right to associate. So it's a constitutional argument. So we're challenging the city's decision to prohibit more than 3 people to associate, to cultivate. You can't limit the number of people who associate to cultivate. And with the repealing of this ban, we're still proceeding with our lawsuit because we agree that it's just one tick of the clock away from them doing something else. So at the city council meeting last week, when Mr. Rosendahl, bless him, who made this wonderful speech, convinced the city council to repeal the ban, then some people from a couple of other organizations went up and they said, thank you for repealing the ban, we're the people behind the referendum, and I can tell you that if you're willing to look at this proposed ordinance, that there won't be any more lawsuits. And these people are basically proponents of allowing only a limited number of grandfathered in dispensaries to operate in the city of LA. So they're proponents of, if you were open before, some arbitrary date in 2007, that you should be allowed to continue to stay open. And that everybody else is just screwed. Too bad, you've been paying your 10 to 19.5% M tax, but too bad, we're going to take your money and then we're going to force you to close because you haven't been open since, these guys over here. And I thought that it was really interesting that the leader of this organization, and I'm not naming names I'm not hating on anybody, but as a patient advocate, I think it's important that patients know the truth, that this person was not in any way, in any position to be able to guarantee the LA City Council that there would be no additional lawsuits if her organization's self-interests were served by the LA City Council. And I'm here to tell you guys that PCA-LA will make damn sure that our interests as patients are served, whether our lawsuit has to go to the state Supreme Court or the United States Supreme Court. We will not back down. We will not allow the City Council